Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Able to slither by.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Houston able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taking it about the 16.
What you in here for, y'all?
44 yards.
Who sold their car?
With the 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading the out is the 30-year man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
You said what?
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll take this out of near the 35. Maybe
somebody else to deal with it.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Uh-oh, you definitely ain't going to be talking no more.
In quarter 1. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Take it.
2nd down
I'm
and
good.
5.
It's going to hit, though.
Now
I couldn't even make the bets I wanted to make.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down.
So I just put in a baseball ticket. Just hopefully it hit.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. With his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in. Yards out. And the Rams are on the board first here in this division round matchup. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive. He wound up taking kicking it into the end zone.
Justin Tucker.
Red Sox going crazy today. Oh, Red Sox won't play.
It's up.
Alice got a hit.
Take a 7-0 lead.
Everybody got a hit except for Justin Turner and D-Rich.
9 plays all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
Everybody got a hit. Good Jesus. I should have been Moscow for a hit too. Did I? I don't think I did that to you because it started already. Sure, you ain't gonna do it. Damn, everybody got a hit. Getting crazy. Man, I gotta do that one. I gotta do one of these days. The big man, everybody gonna get a hit. We going crazy.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Nah. I should have put 2,300 up there to get 5.
And for them, maybe a little carryover
Yeah,
from last
would have been
week's game.
crazy.
On the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well,
Sprinkle got a hit. I should have Sprinkle. I knew Sprinkle was gonna get a hit.
And they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round of the playoff.
Haynes to get a hit, he got it. Oh,
And
wow.
sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of
They get the
going
court
out and
back.
shocking the world, but just
Haynes got the hit. I had Haynes down there for a hit.
It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the
Freddie,
world mentality.
neither one of them got a hit.
Maybe overplayed,
I just
in
did
the media.
Haynes.
It's real when it comes time to play ball.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Lance now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Tough series for the
Raised that, man. Somebody must have. Somebody hit a home run. That nigga Kurt hit a home run. Aaron Riley got the hit. I put both of them down for a hit. That's a lot. Alright, that's one. That's a lot. Now I just need Bo and Vlad to get a hit just to get $50.
As they come up 3rd and 10.
29.
Now Lance. Got a man open. That's
Need Bo and Vlad.
And they work this well.
I just did something quick because I woke up. I said, oh shoot, it's about to start.
A good pickup there.
Let's throw
26
some ready out there.
yards.
I might do this 9 p.m. games to see what I can get.
Because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only
9
trailing
p.m.
him the
games
whole
look
way,
good.
you're also looking out for your own guys to make
Yeah,
sure you
bro.
don't get yourself
I'm done with
picked
that.
off. And then you can't catch up in
Them
time
days over
to
with.
prevent the completion.
Them days is done. August. Shit, baseball, wow.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary.
That's the end of the summer.
He's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
In baseball, they play 162 games.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Baseball and yeah, man.
Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2.
Yeah, man. 162 games. That's a
2nd and 4
long time.
coming up.
He said a long time. You talking about?
Here's Lance. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
I do Paul and Nolan to get a hit, and then I do. If I do.
Lance now on 1st down.
That is by that count. Yo.
Heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 23 yards, the final tally.
Should I do Gerald? Gerald
Nice
would be on
answer to the
today.
touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very
Josh.
strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down. Matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They run here with Singletary. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Not a lot of headway on that carry, but when you're dealing with a defensive line that can cover up your center, sometimes you got to think about getting out of that play. Not going to be a lot of space when that happens.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Crosby is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing in 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes the field goal is pretty darn good.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a field, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded just outside the goal line. Well, now this return. He's to midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Well, fit me for a neck brace, partner. One kickoff return in one direction for a touchdown, and the other one, they almost broke going back the other way.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Lance now on first down. Finds Pickens out right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts them in excellent position. First and goal after a gain of 19. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. The Lance going to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think
touchdown Washington. Devontae Smith, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are back there to score. A nice connection there, finding his target, and they'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown from Devontae Smith. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 2nd and 9, Herbert, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, Herbert. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. To the air again, Herbert. Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Rams, we check out their numbers on the ground, as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final adjustments as we speak. Which of these two teams is going to advance to the NFC title game next Sunday? To find out, let's get you back to Brandon God.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Pollard again. And some room to run now. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll take this to the 46.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
There it is, a staple of most teams' playbooks, the angle route. A lot of times you want to take away that inside route by a back, but when they sell it like he's going to the flat. That is tough on inside linebackers. One false step, and that ball's completed.
Running from the gun with Henry. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Henry up the middle. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. Now it's Herbert. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Pass,
first chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Herbert. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Henry again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw, it's Lance. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Desperation time here. Lance. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington 1st down. And an exhale there as they convert on 4th.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. From the 36, Lance. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone's
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Melvin Ingram from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Herbert's throw complete there to Beckham. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run it again with Henry. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A drive that time of 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And down he'll go at the 25. Now we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
And too much juice, and the out-of-bounds incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now a handoff to Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Herbert now. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.